Good morning, dear hearts. We are at lesson 193. All things are lessons God would have me learn. Um, so to link it to a couple of the others, and there'll be something else at the end, that God is the light in which I see, and let me perceive forgiveness as it is. I'm saying that because throughout this lesson is the line, forgive and you will see this differently. And this is what we are to, this is the line that we are to apply to anything that seems to disturb our peace during the course of our practicing today. So the lesson starts out that God does not know of learning. Of course, God doesn't know of learning because God is knowledge, okay? And so there's nothing left for him to learn. He knows. We need to learn. So that is why these are lessons that God would have us learn, so that we too can have this experience of oneness. In the all that is, there are no contradictions or differences. There isn't anything that is contradicting or different to how God sees us. But to us, because we are operating from our separated egoic mind, we see differences all over the place. This lesson tells us that really there's only one lesson for us to learn. Remember, I keep saying that one is the overriding number in all of the course. There is one lesson that we need to learn, and that one lesson is that there are no differences. That one lesson is that we are not apart from God. We are not separated, and we need to realize that in order for us to claim our true happiness that God would have us do. So that we learn these lessons, so that we reconnect and realize and remember who we really are. Every situation, every problem that we perceive is the same problem. We see it in different ways. We've brought in different characters, different scenarios, different backdrops and settings, very theatrical, but it's always the same problem, okay? And so because it's the same problem, but in a different form, there's only the same answer to all of it. Forgive and you will see this differently. That's going to be the answer to every problem that I seem to be immersed in, okay? So if I apply that, if whenever any situation arises, I say, forgive, tell myself to do this, forgive and you will see this differently. Well, how will I know that I actually have learned this lesson? I will know because I will no longer be experiencing pain around the situation. And until I get to that spot of neutrality, then I have not yet learned. As long as pain and suffering are present in my mind and I'm experiencing them, then I have yet to learn. All things are lessons God would have me learn, and if I forgive, I will see this differently. God's will for us is that all of our tears are wiped away, and in place of those, and not only are those wiped away, but we don't shed any more tears, and in place of all of these tears, God would have us replace all of that with laughter, with joy, because that is his desire, that is his will for us. And remember that when we do this, there is that one lesson, 129, that beyond this world, there is a world I want. And I will see that world when I forgive, and all of these things, all of these problems will then disappear. And the last paragraph here says, to every apprehension, every care, and every form of suffering, repeat these self-same words. Forgive and I will see this differently. And then you hold the key that opens heaven's gate and brings the love of God and the Father down to earth at last to raise it up to heaven. And God will take this final step himself. Do not deny the little steps he asks you take to him, which is forgiveness. Okay, I hope this helped. I hope you're having a lovely day. Please share, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and please see me here tomorrow. Namaste.